I begged the man that stood before me to stop. He wouldn't listen. Over and over again, he would throw a sharp-edged stone at me, making me cry out in pain, and then pushing me away from it. As soon as I recovered and shook it off, he would do it again with a different one. I remember always seeing the flashes of different colours and shapes, one red and as hot as fire, another green like something fresh from a springtime tree, a third smoother one with a bright stone. They didn't always work the way he'd hoped. The smooth one never did anything. The leaf made me my first stand on edge, but nothing ever came of it. I think he missed getting to push me the most. Throwing stones this way became a pastime of ours in between battles. I couldn't hate him for it, no matter how much I wanted to. He treated me well otherwise. He made me some of the best meals of my life. He gave me a soft bed and anything I needed to stay warm and rested. We battled and fought side by side, and I grew more and more. I became strong. Sometimes when we battled, a weird feeling would come over me. I thought it was a sign of growth, but I was wrong. I thought we had a special bond, and it drove me to want to fight and work harder. Whenever I did become stronger, he would push me again. I would fall, and I would cry. I had friends too. I knew our other partners, and I loved them all. I was the baby of the group. They were always so strong, and they worked and worked. He loved them more than me. None of them had stones thrown at them. I don't know if the thought ever crossed his mind. One night, when we were training, I think I made him mad. I felt my power grow again, and I got that warm, glowing feeling again. This time it stayed longer, but it was interrupted by a barrage of all the stones he had on him. I cried out and fell over, writhing in pain. Before I knew it, I blacked out. I awoke in the care of a Pokemon Center. The nurses stood over me. They all looked alike. I had been to Pokemon Centers all over the region, and the nurses always looked the same. I had grown to think that all women looked the same, and all men looked like my master. It was us, the faithful companions, which varied in shape and size and everything else. Thinking of how varied we were made me look down to examine my own body. I knew there was a reason I was here, and a reason he wasn't. I heard the nurses talking, but I couldn't understand them. Not entirely. I heard the words evolution and stones. Those were familiar terms. So were most of the words that followed. He pushed this poor Pokemon to the extremes. Yes, throwing the stones. Have you heard of such things? I don't see how a trainer like that could do such a thing. That poor Eevee. Eevee. That's what I was once called. I knew that term. My brothers and sisters, the teammates I'd grown up with, they all started the same. Then they evolved. I was left alone. Now I know why. I recognized parts of me. I had the back legs of my brother Umbi, the front legs of Flare, my oldest sister. One ear bent and falling in my face looked like Vapor, my other sister. I saw what those stones had done to me now, why they were thrown and then I was shoved away. I now knew what I had become. He wanted the best of all of them. He wanted a super Pokemon that he could be the best of them all. He decided that he would use me, and I let him. I lost myself to make him happy. He got what he wanted. He got the abomination that I became, the creation that he wanted, and I lost who I was. An Eevee I no longer am.